I would like to share a very common but a most important fact that I guess maximum of us have forgotten, that we humans are still the only creatures available on this planet blessed with the ability to use the power of words. No animal or plant or any other species have such power to express their thoughts through words. And how often we heard people saying thank you and sorry? Very often, I guess. We all have made a ritual of keep saying such words, especially these two words. But do we actually feel thankful and sorry when we speak such words? Or if we feel cordially, then do we really have need to use these words very often? Or maybe the realization would be enough? Such like that, there are many things we generally speak but don't mean them and lost their real entity. And it becomes a blind spot in our lives which keeps being hidden despite being existed every time in our life. There are many such things in life. I too never realized until some things took place in my life. I still remember being a small girl, whenever I encountered someone, I was always asked, "How are you?" Being a small girl, my mind could only think that people do care, so they ask. And as I heard people saying, so I would reply the same. "I'm fine, I'm good." But when I grew up, I noticed something. I was still being asked the same question. But being a small girl, I couldn't have many things to ponder over or to take tension of. But when you are growing, many changes surround you. You cannot be same every time. You cannot be fine every time. And so should be the reply. I wanted to do the same. But the thing I noticed, people were not courageous enough to listen it. All were already having pre-given reply in mind. And that was, "I'm fine." Although our heart thinks enough, but it starts to feel more when you doesn't see the same in living of people who say this. As I came across a line when I was passing through my teenage that education loses its whole value when it makes you speak good, but that goodness does not get reflected in living. I too never realized these things, and there are many such words and sentences we often speak but don't bother ourselves for not knowing their true meaning. Neither I ever did until I started penning down my daily thoughts. In my conscious approach, I have never been a sinner, but one sin which I have done was to use the words that I never meant. But I just used them by being influenced from those people and surrounding who were fascinated for me. Yes, I did. I never understood the real impact and depth of words in real manner. I might have spoken many things consciously or unconsciously that I never meant cordially. I still remember being a small girl, I have always found two things very arduous. One, to pen down your thoughts in order to present before world. I observed it as I always found myself very close to reading books. The art of writing always amazed me, and I found it Herculean at the same time. And second, to make your thoughts understand to others in order to give them something valuable in knowledge that all the true and dedicated teachers of this world had been and have been doing since many centuries. That is why I had always found myself at great distance to becoming either of them. But as it is said, what has to happen would happen, and what is necessary to happen will certainly happen. So true. Time and its happenings have their own way to reach us. We can't ignore them. So happened with me. Before few years, I joined a public speaking cum a language class. And the first rule of public speaking or any language class is to forget your all the fears, not just on the stage, but behind the stage as well. So I was taught in the class. As I joined the English language class, so my teacher taught this language not just for my verbal communication, but also to express my thoughts through written words. After learning all the basics, I would listen many speakers through their talks and speeches available on the internet. Sooner I developed an interest in explaining my thoughts with better words. I did not realize, but I was inculcating better words and ways to explain my thoughts, not just with my spoken words, but with my written words as well. Although I had a habit of writing down daily diary, but I hardly followed it sincerely. In my language class, I and all the other students were taught a habit of writing down all the thoughts before we present them on the stage. So this time I decided to follow this habit with sincerity and discipline. As I kept penning down my daily thoughts, I observed that I was feeling a change within me. That change might seem very small to any other person, but was very big for me. I started writing down small stanzas and poems. And gradually I started writing articles and blogs as well. I started it on a very small level, but I did. Yes, I did the same work that seemed very difficult to me once. That change was very small, but the perspective towards life I was observing through these changes were not small at all. When what you preach you don't practice, then it becomes one of the biggest reasons of nurturing and nourishing our plant of immaturity, unaccountability, And the worst but most common, the apathetic nature towards every walk of life. As in the commencement of my talk I said, one thing that makes us different from all the other species is the art of writing and the art of choosing the words to be spoken. But when we see maximum people speaking the words, not because they feel it, but because as per the present selfish requirement, then it becomes no longer possible to have such people surrounding who can understand the depth and impact of words. For example, if you come to know that your better half just speaks "I love you" but doesn't actually feel it, would you have any problem? Unquestionably yes. But your better half is still saying you "I love you" but not feeling it. Just imagine how many times we actually feel the true depth, the true definition, the true reference and the true address of the words which we speak. If the matter of different feeling and speaking can succeed in making a gap between you and your better half, which is the most beautiful relationship of this world, then can't this difference of feeling and speaking become the reason of your alienation with maximum people who are important for you? We are not valuing power of words. Our words must become the ointment for someone's wounds, not the cause of the wounds. Because we have made everything so common that now deepest emotion with care seems so usual and the profound emotion of worry makes no difference. The deepest wounds are not given by any sword or bullet, but done by the words. So either be attentive in speaking what you feel or get ready to feel what you have never dreamt even for your enemy. Thank you.